Shiva. Fools, you would stoke the fires of conflict. The light shall usher in peace. Such impudence! Resplendent ice, grant me strength. Shatter! Your blood shall freeze!
Okay.
Shatter! The light shall usher in peace. Such impudence! Tranquility must be restored to the land.
Okay. This is the song I was waiting for. I was wondering when they were gonna play it. I love this song.
Darkness, be gone! Light consume you! It's too much for her to bear! Ugh, she won't last much longer! Enough of this! Power of darkness, answer my call! My future! Our future! I want to see what tomorrow will bring!
Dang. Anything good? Oh, I gotta wind up right. I got to wind up. Hey, that's cool. That's fun. Ryan. You were there. I heard you. What happened to Shiva? Is she still in control? No, she's gone. But Gaia. What? The hammer. It matches your dress. I see you're back to your normal idiotic self. Look, isn't it pretty? Maybe we could take it with us. Ice tends to melt, you know? Not this sort. Well, if you say so. Anyway, it might even make a nice necklace. That's a brilliant idea. But thou not rush to her aid? Perhaps I'm getting slow in my old age, because it would seem that guy has beaten me to it. To think that she'd be the one to break the ice. They may have gone off to a rocky start, but I think they'll make quite the pair. Is that a hint of melancholy I detect in thy voice? Something akin to a pining mother bird whose chicks have flown the nest? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Mother bird, if you don't mind. But you're not entirely wrong. Still, when the day finally comes to say goodbye, it heartens me to know that she won't be alone. After that, we can go to second serving for coffee biscuits. Fine, you win. And if they're anything less than perfection itself, I'll never let you live it down. If they're not to your liking, there are plenty of other things to try. I suppose we both deserve a little treat after all that hard work. We certainly do. There we were, laughing as if we had not a care in the world. Fleeting though it was, in that moment I was content. But my life was never meant to be so simple. I'm sorry, everyone. I clearly have a long way to go before I can handle that kind of power. But we achieved what we set out to do, as I had faith we would, so without further ado, let us return to camp and admire our work. It's life. Life finds a way. Ryan is ecstatic to see the first signs of greenery in the empty. I can feel all the other revitalized elements working in harmony. I've always believed Eden had the power to restore the empty, but I never expected it to be so quickly. You're the one who made it all possible. We ran into a few problems with Shiva, to say the least, but the others all went more or less according to plan. That we were able to come this far along this arduous journey may rightly be attributed to thine unwavering resolve. Aye, when you said you'd reclaim this world, you truly meant it. We're proud of you, Ryan. Of course we are. I wonder if the effects of from the rebalanced ether will spread to the rest of the empty. Perhaps we'll just have to wait and see. Besides, I'm sure we could all do with rest. Yeah. I must say, Ryan, it's refreshing to see you take a more measured approach for a change. Well, if my experience has taught me anything, is that I shouldn't rush into things unprepared. Also, I've learned that there are some problems that can't be solved alone. Is that so? Since you freed me from Yomor, I've met all sorts of kind people who've gone out of the way to help me. I thought I should do everything in my power to repay their kindness and make this world a better place. But now more than ever, I realize that there's a limit to what I can achieve by myself. Even though I was able to summon Shiva, I couldn't control such vast amounts of ether. If Gaia hadn't been there for me, I might have never returned to normal. I could say the same about you. I was trapped in a nightmare, but you freed me. It seems we're more alike than I thought. We might not be able to do everything by ourselves, but if we look out for each other, then we can face our problems together. That is, if you don't mind. No, it's fine. Really. If things don't work out, we can always go our separate ways. But on the other hand, if I can resist the urge to punch you whenever you annoy me, which I must say is quite often, I have no objections to staying around. There you go. You mean it? Oh, thank you. May I suggest we continue the conversation at Amarang? Though the empty might now supporteth foliage, the land's normalization hath but begun, and to linger overlong still entaileth risks. Entaileth. Yeah, entaileth. It's not the matter, Thancred. Nothing you need to worry about. Let's go. Before we do anything else, we should report to Yelfrin. He'll want to know how we've been getting on in the empty. Speaking of Mordsock, there was a snack of some sort that caught my eye last time. I can't quite describe it, but it looked squidgy. Despite a strong suspicion, I may live to regret it. I'd like to try one. Oh, I think I know what you mean. They might not be much to look at, but I bet they taste amazing. Perhaps we could also try a pot of those jellied wrigglers, or whatever they're called. I'll even let you take the first bite. Ew. No, thank you. First coffee biscuits, now worms and jelly. Heavens forbid the two of you might actually eat some proper food. Rin, I ask a favor of thee. Whilst Thancred and I return to the Crystarium to inform our comrades of our recent exploits, I would have thee accompany Ryan and Gaia to Mordsoak. Of course. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's go. I trust all is well, Miss Gaia. It will be once we get out of this desert town. If I have to spend another night in that dingy little room, I'll scream. I'll scream. I'm terribly sorry to hear that. The accommodation was less than satisfactory. I'll investigate the availability of more comfortable lodgings post-haste. Yes, I think I'll be staying in Mordsock, at least for the time being. It might take a while for me to write the report, as our expedition was rather eventful. Rin, I'd really appreciate everything you've done, and I'm sorry for all the trouble I put you through. Still fretting about, are you? Well, what's done is done. Besides, all that's worked out in the end, didn't it? You're right. Now how about that treat we promised ourselves? They might not have coffee biscuits here, but I've heard the regular cakes are to die for. Or was it that you'll die from eating them? Only one way to find out, I guess. I'm sure trying local delicacies will keep us occupied between writing reports and thinking about the next plan of action. Hopefully we'll have another chance to visit the empty to see how things are coming along. And don't even think about leaving me behind. Don't even think about it. Let's just get these. It's not really a part of the... It's just to activate Savage, which I'm not gonna... Good news, or at least it has the potential to be good news. I've received word from Master Urianger. Unfortunately, the message was thin on details. He only requested that you turn to the Crystarium and meet him at the wandering stairs. Not the most likely places for important meetings, but I suppose you might be able to squeeze in a pint or two if you're there. While you're there. Suppose you're right. No, not yet. Okay. Mm, fuck it. Oh no. Oh. Pray accept my apologies for calling thee hither at such short notice. The matter I wish to discuss is of considerable import. If it's not urgent, wouldn't it be quicker to use those link parallel thingies that Ryan's been telling me about? No. Words are best delivered in person. Did something happen in the empty? It's warrant immediate attention. There's elements are in state of equilibrium and propagation of flora continues to pace. So that's what's this about then? As out aware, we are not of this world, like from what is referred to as the source. However, unlike Red, thank Red and I exist only as ether given corporeal form. Our bodies remaineth on the source, though the thread that binds us to them doth grow weaker with the passage of time. And if you stay too long, you might not ever be able to return. Precisely. Now with the wheels of change and the empty set in motion, we believe this is a fitting juncture to take our leave. We shall but regret not being present to see the transformation reach its completion. That hardly seems worth losing your bodies over, though. If you have to go back to your own world, who are we to stop you? I always knew this day would come. You still have Gaia and Ren. I know that you'll see this through to the end, together. We will. I may not be half the woman Menphilia was, but I have friends I can turn to. They might be brutally honest in their opinion at times, or prefer to save their words and let their actions do the talking, but I wouldn't have it any other way. We won't let you down. Though I can't say what the future might bring, no doubt Ryan and Gaia will need your support in the days to come. Alas, the mysteries surrounding the fairy are yet to be solved. Whether thou shalt find the answer thou seekest or nay, let not thine ears to its honeyed words, for thy will is thine own. Never forget this. I won't. Cheers at hand, yet know that no matter where we are, we will pray for your success. Okay. I said, it's wise to share this development with the Alpha who can continue to oversee expeditions into the empty. You're back sooner than I expected. Is everything all right? Oh dear, that's rather unfortunate. I dare say, it's something jolly important for them to leave in such a hurry, isn't it? In any case, I wish them the best of luck, wherever their work may take them. I shall remain here and hold the fort. I shall remain here and hold the fort, as it were, and make necessary provisions should any further forays into the empty be required. Safe travels, Master Ren. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck just fell. Okay, yes, I already clicked that. Hey! New song, new song, new song. Love to get a new song. Well, let's use it. Yeah. Right. So the rumors of your knack for being in the right place at the right time are true. You see, we've just completed our preparations for another expedition into the empty. Miss Ryan and Miss Gaia agreed that it's high time you all went to see how things are coming along. Though I must say, being at their beck and call night and day does test my patience on occasion. I bet it would. Well, well, fancy seeing you here. Who is it? Oh, we were just talking about you. Hi. Britton. Hi, Ryan. We're just getting ready for another ride in this Sky Slipper. Care to join us? Yeah, of course. There's one other thing I should mention before you depart. Now that the situation in Yulmore has settled down somewhat, my associates have made some headway in investigating your past, Miss Gaia. Is that so? I thought that's what you wanted. So did I, but I quite like the way things are now. Digging around in my past might, I don't know, spoil it somehow. Besides, uncovering the truth behind the voice in my head and my strange powers is bound to be more interesting than whatever life I had in Yulmore. I understand. We'll find answers together. Just like we do everything else. Ooh. Necklace. Hey, did you make that necklace? You mean from the ice crystal we found after the battle? I was sure it would have melted by now, but it seems Ryan was right. And yes, we had it made into a necklace. She insisted that I have it, even though it doesn't suit me at all. Still, I suppose it makes a nice memento, so I kept it somewhere safe. Oh, come on, Gaia. It'll look lovely on you. Wait, you're not too embarrassed to wear it, are you? Yeah, Gaia's embarrassed. Don't be silly, of course not. In any case, I wouldn't want to lose it while we're in the empty. Unlike those coffee biscuits you brought along, I can't just go and buy another one. Ah, there was supposed to be a surprise for Rin. Of course. And in case you were wondering, I haven't been neglecting my training. I wouldn't want my skills to get rusty just because Thancred's not around. I'm ready for whatever lies ahead. Oriange would have been pleased to hear that. Here you've had your head in those fussy old tomes. I've even done a bit of studying myself. After all, it's up to us to take care of the empty now. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing how things have changed since our last visit. Come on, let's head over to the derrick. Okay, next time that they're... Okay, I'm out of a cutscene so I can check. See the status of the frames, make sure there's none dropped. Yes, love it. This stream is going surprisingly better than the last one did, and I love that. We're going. Where are we going? Where are we dropping, boys? Where? Here. It's only 70 gil. It's fine, it's not gonna break the fucking bank. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna fly. Yeah. There they are. I don't suppose you fancy taking the helm this time. I wouldn't. Wait, I'll pilot this time. Oh, I didn't realize you knew how. While you were off training, I was practicing with another sky slipper they have at the Crystarium. Really? That's fantastic. Hardly. You've been pulling more than your own weight, and I just wanted to do what I could to contribute more. There we go. So you two can sit back, relax, and leave it to me. Very cool. Very cool of you, Gaia. There's no need to look so apprehensive, you know. Let's get going, shall we? Yeah. Those. Maybe I should actually, you know, be careful with what I choose. Nah, fuck it. Materia is cheap enough to buy the ones I need. Whee! Oh. Ah, that's not good. See if it's out of the frame now. I guess that's why I had it. Let me make sure I... Okay, that's good enough. It's so strange suddenly seeing you at the controls. Why didn't you tell me you've been practicing? I thought I'd surprise you, that's all. Yeah, very sweet of you. Well, consider me surprised. All this time, I thought you were only good for smashing things with your hammer. This is rude. Bring that up again and you can walk the rest of the way. I mean, that's very fair. I'd best behave. I wouldn't want to get stranded in the empty and miss the festival. Festival? A festival? Ah, I suppose it's the first you'd hear of it. We haven't exactly been keeping it a secret, but it's still in the planning stages. You see, the return of the night sky has brought lots of changes. And while everyone is glad, the reality is it's also been quite stressful, having to adapt to a new way of life. I can imagine. Seeing how hard our elders are working to keep the Crystarium running, youths like myself came up with the idea of hosting an event as a way to express our appreciation. Once we return from the empty, I'll be helping as one of the organizers. That's cool. I'd offer to help, but you seem to have everything well in hand. I wouldn't be so sure about that, but I tried my best to make it a success. If everything goes well, all you'll need to do is turn up and enjoy yourself. Did you say I need to turn up? Whoa. How about you, Gaia? Would you like help with the festival? What's that? I haven't been listening. My leg is cramping up a bit. Piloting this thing must have made me more tense than I realized. Let one of us take it over. No, I'll be fine. Well, as long as you're sure. But if you feel like switching places, just say the word. That's cool. And we're back in the empty. No, how can this be? Huh? What's wrong? What's wrong? Looks pretty fine to me. I think that explains it. Light. Does this mean that there's still too much of it in the empty? I'm no expert, but this might be a result of losing control when you restore the ice element. Even though I've tried to use darkness to hold back the light spilling forth, seemed it wasn't enough. That's right. Then we're back right to where we started, and it's all my fault. It's not. No, Ryan, you mustn't blame yourself. You've returned to me. Restore the darkness while you still can. A familiar voice, inescapable fate, the promise of salvation at the precipice of ruin. In the remnants of a lost past, I would find my truth. Yeah. Seems about right. Okay. Fear of the dark. Gaia appears to be conversing with a voice inside her head. There you go. Gaia has schizophrenia. It's confirmed. Restore darkness. What did you say, Gaia? Restore the darkness to the world flooded by light. Ah, that's it. We thought we'd restore the balance to the six elements, but perhaps they're still too strongly aligned to the light. If that's the case, maybe we can set things right by using darkness. By using darkness? Are you serious? But hold on, it might actually work. Gaia, that's a brilliant idea. I wouldn't go that far. I just remembered what I learned during our adventures, that's all. But this does mean that we'll need to call on your services again, if that's all right with you. That's fine, that's fine. It's all fine. We've come this far together, and we'll see our mission to the end, to Eden's core. Back to the core. Right, let's get started. But, were there any primals aligned with the darkness? I can't seem to recall any. You mean there isn't one? The Asian's god Zodiark may be suitable, but we need to find something that Ren has actually encountered, and preferably defeated. Well, does this have to be a primal for it to work? If it's just a lot of darkness that we need, perhaps there are other ways to get it. You might be right. What we ultimately need is a state of highly charged darkness. It shouldn't matter what form it takes. Does anything come to mind? Yeah? The creatures I unleashed while under the fairy's control? If we were able to summon one powerful enough, it just might work. Cloud of darkness. I can't begin to imagine how powerful it must have been. I'd say we found the perfect candidate. But where to find a suitable place, one where darkness is strong? It won't be easy to find in a world flooded by light. Well, we've got the Warrior of Darkness and the Oracle of Darkness right here. Seems like a good enough spot to me. But what about the light-aligned ether that's all around us? That's where you come in. You can suppress the light while I draw out the darkness. By combining our powers, we can make it work wherever we are. Combining our powers. Yeah, seems about right. Yes, between us there's nothing we can't achieve. Don't be afraid, Gaia. I'm not afraid, I'm just very concerned that this will all go horribly wrong, which is the same thing, I suppose. Anyway, it's certainly not easy to come up with plans ourselves. That's true, but when it's over, we can reward ourselves with all sorts of delicious treats at the festival. That's true, you can. Festival? What do you mean? We spoke about it on the way here, remember? I asked if you wanted to take part. I was busy piloting the Sky Slipper, so I probably wasn't paying attention. Oh well, not to worry. We could talk about that later. Right now, we've got a job to do. So does that mean that was not her talking to us in the... I'll draw out the ambient ether, and I'll shift its alignment to darkness. Now, Rin, focus your thoughts. Memories of the cloud of darkness enshroud your mind.